As U.S. debt continues to soar and the government has a spending crisis, many student loan borrowers are facing an accountability crisis. 9% of student loan borrowers are refusing to pay their student loans even though they can't afford to pay in protest, strictly for the reason of protest. Now, while it is true that some student loans are predatory when they target young adults, nonetheless, these adults made this decision. They signed these loan documents, and now they're refusing to pay. It also shows you that not all degrees at all institutions are as valuable as they once were if these individuals really think they can't afford to pay. But again, the ones that are protesting in this survey can't afford to pay. So this equates to millions of borrowers that are not paying, 9%. Some say they're doing it, again, as a form of protest. The non-payment is coming after the 3-year hiatus of student loans being paused during the pandemic, and they're dissatisfied with the current loan system, but they signed up for the current loan system. The protests may be fueled over the high levels of student debt, but again, that's a decision on can your degree make up for your student loans. And it's never easy in the beginning of one's career. It gets easier as they make more as they get older. So the implications, obviously, it could affect the financial future of the borrowers. Their credit scores are going to crash, and that's going to affect their ability to buy a house later on if they want to buy a house, get a mortgage. The lenders, this could be very difficult for the lenders to manage these delinquent accounts, and it's probably going to keep the conversation alive for these individuals. They want the government to cancel all student debt, even though most Americans don't go to college, and it's another thing they don't want to have to pay for. So literally what this is people who will make more than $1 million more in their lifetime who want that subsidized by people who on average make less, who don't have college degrees. So college degrees in general still earn people more money, but it matters where you go and it matters what your degree is. So 86% told intelligence.com it is very 45% and somewhat likely 41% that the boycott will draw attention to the student loan debt conversation. 64% said they believe it's highly, 32%, or somewhat likely, 18%, that the boycott will help elect political candidates who believe in student loan forgiveness. So that's what they're doing. They want the government to forgive the student loans. There's also people on the survey, 44% believe it will lead to some cancellation. This is the people that are protesting who can't afford to pay, who are not paying. 44% said some will be canceled due to them protesting and not paying. 28% think it's likely that all student loan debt will be canceled because they are protesting by not paying. So this is a situation, again, where people are not facing the actions. They're not facing the consequences of their actions, rather, and they're wanting less fortunate people to pay off debt for them in general. Now, there's a lot of people that are millionaires and billionaires with college degrees, but statistically speaking, these college graduates are wanting people who make less money to pay for them, and that is not right. And that just shows Biden wants to buy votes with this, right? He and the Democrat Party, this has been their platform, is to spend more money and to forgive student debt. And even though the Supreme Court told Biden, no, you can't do that, it's unconstitutional to be this broad in forgiving student loans, Biden has forgiven more and more and more since the Supreme Court said no. So they're looking at the politicians on the left, these student loan borrowers, and saying, hey, we'll vote for you if you do this. So it's a whole political strategy. But really, it's just damaging the American financial system, our debt, the government debt, the U.S. debt, it's making things worse. So not good at all, but just wanted to give you an update on this. If you enjoyed the update, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, follow. We'll be back with more soon. Take care.